Have you ever wondered what a property easement is? In this short video, we're going to go over the basics and how they can impact the house that you're thinking about buying or selling. If we haven't met, my name is Brad Myers, 20-year home inspector turned real estate agent with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services right here in Fulton County, Ohio. So, in Ohio, private property easements can either be temporary or permanent. Permanent easements, also known as perpetual easements, are designed to last indefinitely and are typically tied to the land itself, transferring with the ownership. Now, temporary easements, on the other hand, have a very specified duration outlined in the agreement and will expire once that time period ends. In general, an easement grants you the right to use someone else's property for a very specified purpose, but it's not ownership of the property. You do not own that property. Now, the most common type is a utility easement. A utility company needs to run its pipes, its lines, etc., above or through someone else's property in order to serve their customers. Now, as opposed to buying all this land, utility companies negotiate easements with the landowners. Now, this allows them to run their utilities without needing to own massive amounts of property. Now, these easements usually last a very, very long time due to the costly nature of installing and providing utilities. An easement can be as simple as an agreement to allow one person to drive across the property of another person's property. This type of easement is for a very limited purpose and does not require really any kind of alteration of the property involved. It also might only last for a very limited period of time. Now, I recently sold a property that's a very good example of what I'm talking about. In this aerial photo from the auditor's site, you can see the large barn sits on a separate parcel owned by the neighboring farmer. Years ago, the farmer owned both the house and the barn on one parcel. When they decided to sell the house, they kept the barn and split the parcels up. Since they still needed access to the barn, they added an easement to the home's deed. This easement transfers with the property, meaning the farmer will always have access to the barn unless both parties agree to remove it. Now, it's not very often you're going to come across a property that you're thinking about buying that's going to have an easement on it, allowing a neighbor to access other parts of their property. But it does come up, as you've seen in my situation. So if you have any questions, please comment down below, shoot me a text, or give me a call. Thanks for watching. Take care.